Hello everyone, how are you? This is your unofficial new moon in Taurus message, or one of them. I've got two messages to bring through today. I've been getting crazy dreams, crazy downloads, visions are coming in so strongly. I can't keep up. I was in the middle of the night, I was writing down stuff in my notebook and everything. It's just been so intense, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are feeling it as well. So I do have another message coming through later. But right now I'm going to pull through on this energy here now. I had, just before I went to sleep, I was hearing Red Rovers. And now Red Rover is a game, but it's also to do with Mars, planet Mars. And then weirdly, I only made the connection this morning when I was filling out my dream journal. Because I was looking at all the stuff I'd heard before I went to sleep. And obviously Red Rovers are connected to Mars, exploring Mars. But the dream I had was set in a space station. Now, I'm not sure yet if this is a past life memory or if this was my soul was an astral travelling through the night. I've had a couple of astral dreams lately, so I haven't used my starseed deck for a couple of months, so I definitely feel it's time to use it because I've been having a lot of really galactic, powerful dreams and sort of prophetic almost dreams and visions, which I don't know have happened in a previous timeline or they're still to happen. But there's this really strong Mars energy coming through. I'm not surprised because I know there's been a lot of planetary changes been on, and I know Leo is now in Mars, and I think Venus is going into Aries at the end of this month, so a lot of fiery, powerful energy around. I've definitely been getting so much more past life memories coming through since my connection, as I was speaking about in my Divine Feminine message last night. I had, through my meditation, I connected with more of the Divine Feminines, my sisterhood, Mary Magdalene, and a lot of other feminine energies have been coming through. And now my memories are coming, my past life memories have been coming through stronger and stronger and stronger. So I'm telling you all this because you might be experiencing similar things. My visions are becoming more intense. My gifts are coming in stronger. The way I see spirit is changing as well. And I told you I'm starting to see, whenever I close my eyes, I can see angel form in my third eye. But I'm now starting to see more form of spirit and angels with my eyes open now. Not their physical form, but their energetic form. So I'm saying all this, as I say, because if you're experiencing changes, you might be getting slight headaches, you might be feeling a lot of intense energy in your sleep. But I'm going to talk more about that in my next message, because I had a very special interaction today, and it showed me a bit more insight in the energy that's around right now with this new moon. So, now, for some of you, when I've talked about my past life memories, this might match up with a lot of you guys right now as well. One thing my masculine used to always do when we were out walking places, he'd be holding my hand and he'd walk in front of me. And it was a very protective way, like he'd hold my hand behind him, but he'd walk in front of me as if he was protecting me. And I used to always find it quite cute, because I was like, what's he protecting me from? But he used to always kind of like hold my hand and like make sure he walked in front of me, and like when we're walking through crowds of people and stuff, even just walking down the street, he always wanted to. And then when we'd get to a quiet spot, we'd walk side by side again, but he'd always want to hold my hand, take the lead, and make sure I was protected. And it was a very protective thing, and I always found it so endearing. But now I've started having memories about him doing that, but in different time periods. So I knew that in past lives he was very protective of me in different points. In one of my incarnations with my masculine, he was very protective of me because of the mission I was carrying out for God at the time, and various other times. So now when what he did in this lifetime has triggered more and more memories of when he used to do that in other lifetimes. Look through dusty busy streets, through markets and things. So some of you might be experiencing more and more past life memories now, things that occurred with your masculine in this lifetime. It might be either triggering you or bringing you back to points in past life. So that could be happening for a lot of you as well. So let's get into this. Calling in my heavenly ancestors, my spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light. I call you in now for your love, your guidance, your protection throughout as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. I forgot to do my intro. Oh well, let's go for it. Thank you. Archangel Michael, can you please surround my children, my dog, my home, and myself in a golden bubble of God's protection at all times as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. Can I please request that whoever watches this message online, you surround them, their loved ones, their home, and pets in a golden bubble of God's protection also. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Metatron, can I please ask you to stabilise the connection between myself and spirit, ensuring only clear and concise messages can come through for the Twin Flame Collective's highest and greatest good at all times. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Sending love, light and gratitude. And so it is. So, for those of you that have just tuned in and went, oh, this is a Twin Flame message. This channel right now is all Twin Flame messages. My other channel, Cosmic Coalesce, which you can find details below. It's where I do shorter messages and channeled messages over there. But this channel is purely Twin Flame related, and I'm a seer. I tap into past, present and future energies. I'm a psychic medium and a healer, and I'm an open channel for the divine. And if you found this channel for any reason, it could be because there's an answer for you about your connection with someone that could be really confusing to you. You could think you're going mad, because we all do at the start of our Twin Flame journey. So you're in good company here. So let's clear the energy and begin. And I'm seeing a goldfish, so either you have a goldfish or this is just a goldfish is very symbolic of spiritual journey. You and your person could be in different time zones for some of you. 707. Could be significant. Okay, so I'm going to pull some Moonology cards first. Let's start out with the most important aspect of what's going on right now is the moon energies. Full moon in Libra, finding balance, stepping up to lead new moon in Capricorn. So this is, I feel, your masculines here. Now that Mars energy is coming through strongly. And in my dream at the space station, a masculine was delaying doing something when suddenly it was like a missile or something like that became loose and attached to the masculine's. He was wearing like a belt thing, and it kind of carried him off really quickly. Like it's almost like he didn't have a choice like in the matter. He was going whether he wanted to or not. And maybe this is the masculines are now about to speed up here. There's something about to change, something about to come in here very fast. Yeah, finding balance and forgiveness. Full moon in Pisces. Now, I do feel for many of you, divine feminines, the forgiveness is necessary from your side, obviously. And I do feel for many of you watching this, you've already done that. You've already released and done the forgiveness. But for many of you, it's important to understand your masculines are struggling to forgive themselves. I feel that is the hardest part for most masculines right now. So, last quarter moon in Leo, it's time to lighten up. It's that Page of Wands energy, Page of Cups energy. Just be playful and lighten up, and don't take life too seriously, because the whole point in a starseed's whole point in this journey, and loads of people have been emailing me, which I have started replying to my emails again over the last 24 hours. But some people email and say, I don't know what my divine purpose is. I love art, I love this, I love doing that, I love doing this, I love doing that, but I don't know which one is my divine purpose. If you love doing it, all of it is your divine purpose. It doesn't matter. Anything that brings you joy and happiness And it might be your work. Some people love their work. Some people thrive at their job, especially if you work in social care or work in an animal shelter and you love your job. That is your purpose. Working with animals, working with children, working with the elderly, working with the sick. Anything that brings you joy and happiness is your purpose. And especially when you're a starseed, your mission is just to find lightheartedness and joy in everything you do. So honour your feelings, first quarter moon in Pisces. So a lot of Pisces energy coming through, and fire. So a lot of water and fire, because that's a couple of cards of Leo. We had Capricorn, Leo and Pisces now coming through. So honour your feelings. So I do feel for many of you, this is your masculines getting ready to really step out of their comfort zone here. So let me see what is going on here. Yeah, transparency. They just have to show some transparency. New moon in Leo, another card of Leo. And it's just simple. Shine. And, you know, Leos kind of do that naturally. If you're someone who's got Leo placements, you might have a Leo moon or something, or you could be a Leo sun, but you know, Leos tend to shine naturally. The same as Pisces are renowned for their natural intuition. You know, there's definitely a beautiful energy here of fire and water, a good balance of emotions and passion going on. I feel that. Finding balance, full moon in Libra. So now we've got the Libra energy. Woo. So now we've just recently had a full moon in Libra. So something could have changed here around about the full moon in Libra. Something could have, it could have been some sort of change in your perception, changing your masculine's perception, divine feminine. So you could have thought, do you know what, I'm going to release this. I'm going to let the reins go, and allow things just to flow more naturally, and allow things to come in a more natural way. And whatever you've done here to bring balance and release something from the past, it's creating some sort of emotional energy around your masculine. Now, yeah, look at that. So full moon in Pisces, so more Pisces energy. And also, sorry, I can't lift it off the table. Taking inspired action, full moon in Libra, full moon in Virgo. Now, for many of you, I think this is your masculines, they have to forgive themselves. For many of them, they know that you forgive them. Okay, you have let them know by whatever means, whether you've told them directly, whether you've sent them that energetic, for the ones of you that aren't in contact with your person, sending them that inner, this card just literally stood up. New moon in Scorpio, time to go deeper. And I'm looking at all that green there. This tells me the masculines are allowing themselves to go deep into their emotions here, to really understand why and how they've managed to sabotage something that was for their highest and greatest good. They're ready to go deeper. They're ready to take action and go deeper into this connection. Making time for self-love, last quarter moon in Libra. So I feel you're both been in that energy right now, taking time out. New moon in Aries, time to go for it. Now this is a recent new moon as well. So there's definitely something has occurred in this. Look in the bottom of the deck. The time zone here, now I've got the full moon in Libra and the new moon in Aries right next to each other here on the table. And then right here, the new moon in Taurus. So this is a sequence of events that's taken place between the full moon in Libra or between the new moon in Aries, the full moon in Libra, and now the new moon in Taurus. Revealing what needs to be seen at this time. Okay. There's something has occurred here in the last 4 to 6 weeks. And now my throat chakra is drying up. Revealing what needs to be seen. This, for many of you, this next 24 hours, 40 hours is going to be highly significant. Highly significant. And I'm going to find out why. Because there's a steady progression here. Pushing through any insecurities. First quarter moon in Gemini. First quarter moon in Cancer. Sorry, I cannot read. I'll put my glasses on. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong water, Leo, and Taurus and Libra are the main signs that come through in that deck. So let's see if they come through in any other card decks. I'm going to pull a few of these cards actually. Let's see. Can I get some, give me some overall energy please for what's going on for this connection or this set of twin flame connections over this new moon. Give me some new moon energy please for what's going on within the twin flame collective. New moon and Taurus energy please for the twin flame collective. New moon and Taurus energy. Spiritually woke. Self-awareness, cutting through all the illusions, detaching from the ego. That's amazing. And I keep on being really drawn to the green. So I might use my healing spirits for my next reading, because I do feel a little green in Archangel Raphael's colour coming through so strongly. But this is what's going on right now. Your masculines are completely, they're seeing through the matrix illusions. There's something within the next 24. Now, I'm not one of these people that like to say that. I don't like to give time frames. I don't normally do that. But I'm feeling it intensely. 717, 707, 717, 1717, 777 could be so significant here. Sevens are so important. Love in the brain. Talking more often. Feeling all the feels with each other. I feel this is about to happen. For some of you, your DMs are about to flood your DMs. Your DMs are about to flood your DMs with DMs. Because I feel there's something about, there's some natural progression here that's leading to something really major this coming week. Some major change. And I'll be definitely doing another reading where hopefully we'll get a bit more about this. Now, I love this. Chained came out upside down, which I don't normally take. I don't normally take reversals, but I've just realised what this means. Because this card came out upside down, I don't really take it, but I will take it in this case because it came out with my boo. So the chained card came out upside down. Codependency, unhealthy attachment, weighed down. This came out like this. So somebody was weighed down, somebody was dealing with unhealthy attachments, somebody was weighed down with burdens from a codependent situation. But it came out with my boo, official status, exclusive relationship, seeing each other openly. So this is saying declaring your love in front of family and friends. Facebook official, Instagram official, whatever you want to call it. Someone who's saying they want to openly date you. You're no longer going to be a dirty little secret. You're no longer going to be an option or a side piece. This is someone who's now saying, I'm no longer burdened by my codependent situation. I want to make it official with you. Key player. So it says, important person playing an essential role, irreplaceable. This person knows you are a very important person to them. You are someone who has been a key player in their ascension journey here, in their healing journey, and they have been the same for you. So, okay. In the past, lips for evidence, infidelity, caught cheating, betrayal, sipping, being nosy, gossiping, spreading rumours and lies, lust, greed, bareback, and inconsiderate. This if this matches your masculine may have definitely listened to a lot of lies and gossip about you. They could have been told that you were going to be you were untrustworthy, you were going to cheat on them. They could have definitely been listening to a lot of gossip, or this person just assumed that they were not going to be faithful or loyal to you because they were not able to offer you that loyalty. So let me see. Tell me a bit more about this person. So balance, peace and happiness, hidden intentions, fake people. So balance, harmony, and so this person is definitely getting balance back in their life after moving away from so it says, I'm over it not having it, frustrated with the people around them. So this person has definitely moved on from fake people. Fake people, people who were gossiping, people who were just trying to keep your person in a low vibrational energy. So let's see. Okay. So the cleanse, detox, ridding negativity, purification, paranoid, cautious, insecure and guarded, time, procrastination, too busy and delaying. So there was something about your person here. They were definitely had a lot of insecurity. They were paranoid about the choices they were making. Were they making the right decision? Were they choosing the right people? Were they choosing the right people to trust? I feel that. But this person's detoxing the fake friends, the fake connections, the fake colleagues. Definitely this person has moved on from some sort of community that were holding them back. Now I just dropped this card out the deck and it was a rocket card, which is really interesting because I had a vision about a rocket this morning, a rocket taking off, which was interesting. I had a dream about a space station as well. So there's definitely something here, and I was just talking about the masculine in the dream, how he was working on a panel of some kind and a rocket caught his belt and he took off. Which is almost like, you know, the procrastination and not really focusing on the situation, and suddenly things take off quickly in a very sudden way. So let me get some. But when I asked what the energy of the new moon was, spiritually woke in honeymoon period, that is something huge, and your person is no longer dealing with those codependent energies. So it says, bye Felicia, peacing out, thank you next, leaving and not caring. So this person is leaving a toxic situation with this bye Felicia card. This is someone who's leaving behind. So your masculine could have been in a very codependent situation where there was no love. It was very cold. It was very, you know, it was like no amount of heaters being on or fires lit was going to heat up that relationship. I feel that it was just very cold and lacking in any emotion or fire, and I feel this person was just sticking with it because they thought they had to. So I'm going to see if that Mars energy comes through. Inner Earth, and I remember the soul plan, the fated life versus the destined life. So your masculine's understanding now that they have a contract to fulfill, and that is what has definitely held so many of the masculines up. They haven't closed out their karmic contracts, and now I feel the divine has pushed them to their limits to close out those contracts, to the point where they may have felt like they get hit by a ton of bricks because everything happened to them at once. I feel the divine was like, we're not playing anymore. You're taking too long. You're not going about it the right way. You're trying to you're trying to stay in a karmic situation even though you know it's not good for your mental health. You know who loves you, you know who you love, you know who you're meant to be with. I just feel like Divine is like, no, do you know what? We have to just push through with this. But I feel the masculines have had like a whoosh of guidance come through to them here, because the inner earth, it says that you'll survive this. New solutions and new beginnings are on the way. So this is what I feel the masculines have really felt like. They have been out on a limb. They have truly been burdened here with the situations they've been in, but also with their spiritual awakenings. So big picture thinking, it says Palladian energy, visionary and inspired ideas. Now, I keep on saying I do have a message from the Pleiadians to bring through in my other channel, which I will do, because that's 2 nights in a row the Pleiadians have come through in the cards. So there's definitely, now the Pleiadians are, I do feel a lot of feminine energy comes through from the Pleiadians, but also they're powerful healers. They are here to assist humanity to heal, first and foremost, kind of like the Lemurians. The Lemurians are also very important to Gaia's healing as well, but the Pleiadians are very much prominent in healing humanity. So it makes me think that this masculine, or this group of masculines here, are now understanding their journey here is very much to answer the call with regards to their physical connection. They know they have taken too long. They know that they need to return here. Yeah, double mission. Now, the Pleiadian energy is generally double mission energy, because the Pleiadian energy is, first of all, to heal yourself. It is to activate your masculine. But then your main mission is just to, when you start to move into a joy of, an energy of joy and happiness and peace, that raises your vibration, which in turn starts to heal those around you. So the Pleiadian energy is very much, as I say, healing, but also the bigger picture about how far and wide your healing can extend when you truly stand in your power. So there's something here this masculine is now understanding a lot more than they've shown to you in the past. Breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. So this is just saying you have to allow things to happen in the flow of the universe. You have to allow the universe to guide you. The universe is amazing. The universe will go above and beyond for you when you trust it. When you trust the universe takes that like a green light. Like, okay, they put their trust in me. They're not trying to micromanage their own life, their own destiny. They're letting us show them the way. And the universe loves it. The universe loves when you just let go and allow the universe to guide you, because I feel this is what this masculine has done. The courageous peony. So multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. And I love this card because it's a very personal card to me. Now, I've had this Starseed deck for about a year. And the reason why I bought it is because my guides used to always show me this card for me. They used to always call me the courageous peony, or peony, however you want to say it. But yes, and I actually love those flowers as well. I got this deck because my guides would always show me that card. That's why I buy a lot of my decks. Can I just say, my guides show me cards in my mind to tell me information about things, and I go, oh, I wonder where that card's from, or I wonder what card deck that's from, and that's how I end up buying that deck. But this was the card they always showed me when they were, they were describing me as somebody who needs to be seen, who needs to share my energy and my light with other people. And now I understand why. But so let's see. So Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study and higher learning. So some of you, this could mean you have actually been doing some sort of higher learning to do with your gifts. Like, I know some of you are doing, a lot of you have emailed me, and which I love. I love when the fact you tell me this, that you've started doing sort of Reiki courses, and you're learning more about tarot and spirituality, and you know, you're doing different things like that, which is truly awesome, and I love that. But I feel these masculines are learning something through their own guidance right now. They're remembering something. They're understanding the divine plan. They're understanding they're here for a healing, some sort of healing mission. Definitely could be Palladian. But they've surrendered this up to the universe. They're letting the universe be their guide now. And it's helping them learn the lessons they need to. Tell me a bit more about the masculine energies here over this new moon, what they need to know, the masculines and the feminines as well. So a new earth is happening. Just keep holding that vision. This is what you need to know right now for the new moon in Taurus. Have faith that everything is working out here. Have faith that everything is turning out exactly the way it should. Oh. So it says, double mission, light workers, starseeds, serve the world just by being you. And this is what I was talking about. Starseeds are naturally, you're not naturally social. You're quite antisocial. But when you're around people, you know how to uplift them and how to make them feel better. But you don't choose to be in busy social situations. So, can I get your water then, Rosie? But I definitely... Do you want your water? You coming in to get your water? No? Okay. Typical masculines. They want in, then they don't want in. Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, spend more time in nature. Now this, again, typical starseed energy. You're happier in nature, you're happier around animals, which is very much Lemurian energy as well. Those of you that resonate with Lemurian energies tend to prefer to be around animals in nature than be around people. And you don't see any difference. Like you don't see animals as something to treat poorly or neglect or treat like they don't matter. When you're a Lemurian, you see children. Where did I get children from? You see animals and people on par with each other. Because Lemurians lived in peace with animals in nature. They didn't eat animals, they lived off the land. So this is definitely, I feel, a lot of Lemurian energy coming through as well here. I'm hearing someone has recreational pastimes that connects them with their past life. So, for example, if you were a famous artist in past lives, you could make some sort of living from your art now. If you were a famous singer, for example, something about your recreational pastime here is also your way of making money and being fully on your divine purpose. Give me one more from this deck, please, for this new moon in Taurus. New moon in Taurus, please. Tell me a bit more. Okay. So it says, it's not yet time, things are being woven together. So this is, we got this energy last night as well about there's been a time to pause and wait. And it's almost, you know, as we always talk about that gestation period. When you plant the seed, you have to give it time to flourish. You can't, you know, you can't pick the flower before it's fully bloomed. You can't pull out the potato before it's formed under the soil. So there's something here you've had to wait a while, because something here, and if you look, you know, this is an image of like an image, a space image, where you're sitting looking into a situation. You know, you're waiting for something here. You're sitting looking into the situation and you're almost waiting for it. And you might sometimes feel like you're on the outside, but things, the universe is weaving things together here. the blue flame, spontaneous awakenings, activations, and integration time. So this is definitely what you're waiting on. You're waiting on this initiation. You're waiting on your time here to be called forward, to connect with your soul group, your soul tribe, your masculines. This is what you're waiting on. You're waiting on, like, your masculines going through this full-on awakening. So called your gifts, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. This is what you're waiting for. This is what you're waiting for. You're waiting because you're waiting for, now, when I say waiting, no one should be sitting waiting on their masculines, but I mean you're waiting for this evolution of some kind here. You're waiting for this, you've been told to wait because something here is changing. There's some sort of powerful collective awakening happening within the Divine Masculine Collective, and they're answering the call. And as your masculines go through their awakening, your gifts will come in stronger because your gifts and their gifts combine. So you might find you're opening up to other gifts and going, oh, well, I've never had this gift before. And it's because it's your masculine's gift. There was something you definitely had to wait for here. Deep cellular healing has been taking place. Sorry, I'm hearing the birds out there. Now I just split the deck. The Great Severing says Mars energy, anger, conflict, and softening to love. And right behind that is star bathing. So it says light body activation, crystal grid, transmission, and activations. There's something very powerful shifting right now. For many of you, this shift has been happening for a while, but the culmination of the seeds you've planted is happening now. And as I keep on getting the energy of something within the next 24 to 48 hours is changing. Now, as I say, this message isn't going to be for everyone, but expect sudden change. I'm going to get some tarot here quickly. So let me see. Let me get some tarot on this. Okay, what time are we on? Right. Can you give me some indication here for the new moon in Taurus of this energy here of communication, of changes coming in here over this new moon? What's happening here? So, Two of Wands, planning and preparation here. Somebody is planning to do something over this new moon in Taurus, or a group of someone's. Eight of Wands, communication and movement forward. Now, there's definitely something this person or this group of masculines are planning here within the next 24 to 48 hours. Tell me more about this planning and preparation, please, and thank you. Tell me more about this planning and preparation, please, and thank you, for the Twin Flame Collective over this new moon. The Fool. Wow. There's, for many of you, this Fool is the overall energy. This is, over this new moon, there is someone's masculine or a couple of masculines here who are planning on taking action. They're planning on taking a leap of faith. They're planning on reaching out, and they're going to take their chance here. The Chariot. They're going to take a chance here. They feel they have completed all the things they have to complete here. They have taken their divine guidance. Look at that. Justice. They are balancing out their life. They have closed out the cycles they have to. King of Cups. And the Knight of Swords on the bottom. this is, for many of you, this is a masculine who has definitely struggled with their insecurities, their fears and doubts around this connection, and it's purely because they were of a codependent situation that they felt chained to or stuck to, felt stuck in rather, and they may have had a lot of people giving them the wrong advice, like, oh, you know, better the devil you know, you should stay in this relationship because you might end up worse off if you divorce your person, or you walk out of this relationship, or you walk out of this marriage. But really, when this person took a step back, they realised how toxic it was. Empress. This person is racing towards their Empress. Tell me what this person's hoping for when they return here to their Empress, when they reach out to this Empress over the new moon. New moon and Taurus energy, please. Oh, okay. Wow. Look at that. Look what's here. Emperor and Empress. The Star. The Tower. The Ace of Swords. Now I saw an arrow being shot up into the sky. A golden arrow being shot up into the sky, and fireworks. And my visions have been crazy this morning and last night. Like, I couldn't sleep because I was getting so many visions coming in, and the golden bow and arrow being shot up into the sky, and fireworks. And so many spirit animals, like I can't, so many spirit animals have been coming in this morning, and dragons. It's just been, I've had a very, very busy third eye. But it's just something is definitely happening here very quickly. Now look at that. So again, the Pisces energy and the Six of Pentacles. So this is someone who regrets they did not reciprocate to you. They did not give equal to you. And you know what? I was thinking about that today. I was thinking about the Six of Pentacles, because I posted the video of my little pigeon, my pigeon couple out there. And actually yesterday I was quite stressed about it. I'm okay today, I'm calmed down a little bit. Yesterday I had to face off to a raven and two crows who were after, I've called them Maggie and Ralph after the Thornbirds, Maggie's nest. And Maggie did what you'd expect her to do. She was up on the edge of her nest, her wings out full, and she puffed out her chest, and she was squawking and waving her wings. And this huge raven, who I do feed, he's honestly about this height. And he's a big fluffy feathery chest, but a huge big beak. And I kept on saying to him, we're going to fall out, because he would not, he was trying to outsmart her. He was waiting on her to leave, and God love the pigeons, they're just not as smart as ravens and crows and things. And so I thought, right, okay, I'm going to gently put my broom handle out and tap the branch he was on, and he just looked at me. And I thought, no, we're going to fall out today, my friend. So finally, I managed to get the two crows to leave. But the raven, he was really not for leaving at all. And poor Maggie was in such a flap, literally a flap. And eventually I had to open my window just a fraction. And I was going, shoo, shoo, shoo. Now, Maggie didn't move. She stayed with her nest, but eventually the raven flew away, and my heart was like boom, 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 racing. And I was so funny because Maggie just got into her nest and sat down and closed her eyes and went for sleep. I was like, oh my goodness, I was so stressed. So today, every time she flies away to forage and her partner fly away, I'm watching the nest. So I feel I'm on nest duty. But it's been amazing. I cannot take my eyes off it. And where I was going with this story, sorry I took a detour, was the equal give and take. You know, she's sitting on the nest, and Ralph flies in every 15-20 minutes, and he brings a gift with him, something for the nest or something for her to eat. And then he sits and he puts kisses all over her, you know, he uses his beak to groom her over her head and her neck. and she's cooing away happily, ooh, and it's such a lovely sound. And it's just, and then sometimes he'll sit in the nest and let her go and fly and stretch her wings and stuff. So I think it's just an equal balance where he is definitely there to support her. And I just thought the animal kingdom really are showing us up right now. They're showing us how it should be done. How this equal balance should work. But this is definitely how this masculine sees things, or this group of masculines. They know they have to give equally here. Yeah. Someone who knows they can no longer stay silent. They have to, and this person has a lot of regret for staying silent. Yeah, they know they have to, and they know that you've got a strong intuition as well, so they cannot come back in any other way than in the best way possible for you. Three of Swords and Three of Wands. This person is hoping you guys can move past the heartbreak here from the past. Give me one more of what's coming up here in this new moon in Taurus, but there is something coming in here, as I say, next 24 to 48 hours. Yeah, Six of Swords, a time to move forward. Tell me what else this person's hoping for here when they come in with this communication. I'm just keep on hearing they want to break the silence. So this person, okay. We're saying take it. So the Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune. They're hoping that destiny will pull you both out of this Hermit energy. There's been a lot of silence, not talking to each other. Both of you hiding your feelings. Both of you, you know, not discussing anything here. But there's communication coming in, because I feel this is going to be, this heart-to-heart conversation is going to lead to some sort of huge transformation in this connection. Yeah, because I've got the Ten of Cups and the Six of Wands here. This conversation, this person's hoping to come out of hermit mode, to come out of this silent energy where they're not talking. They're hoping that you can go step into your destiny here. And there's hope, they're hoping it's going to be a victorious outcome. Yeah, so the nine of Wands here and the Knight of Pentacles. So this person has definitely been fighting to be able to make some sort of offer to you. They have been fighting for this connection, whether you realise it or not. They've been fighting energetically to get out of their situation and leave behind a situation they felt chained and trapped in. But the Sun card's here. So I feel whatever happens now from here on out, this communication that's coming in the next 24 to 48 hours is going to completely transform this connection. So the signs that are coming through the loudest here are Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Aries. Yeah, that's it. The main signs that you could have placements in. And we did get a lot of Pisces and Libra and Leo and Taurus in the Moonology deck as well. So the Fool on the bottom, this next 24 to 40 hours, for some of you watching this, you are going to experience a shift in your connection. And I will come back and talk a bit more about that in my later video, because as I said, a very special meditation this morning, and I learned some beautiful new stuff which I will share. So let's see. Okay, this one. Okay, can I get a few more cards please to close out this message? Thank you. Ooh, I'm just letting them come out themselves. Okay, and one more. One more for the Twin Flame Collective to finish this message, please, and thank you. Oops. I was in a good rhythm with the cards here, then they slipped out of my head. Thank you. Okay. let's get these together. Okay. So it says, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And that's what I was talking about a lot in last night's message as well. I was basically saying, you know, to do what feels right, do whatever feels good to your inner child. So anything that feels bad to you, you'll feel it. You will feel off automatically. But when you do something that makes you feel good, makes you feel joy, make you feel happy, makes you feel your vibration rise. It's like those tingles that come up, you know, when you do something that feels right to your inner child, you feel it. You feel the tingles in your spine, you feel that butterflies in your tummy. It feels good. So always follow your heart, follow the voice of your inner child. Reflection, give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Now, I said that at the start. I said the more you're having faith and the more you're trusting in the universe here, it's bringing in a huge change. Manifesting miracles. Your dreams are soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow your guidance. Exactly. There's something, and I'm seeing Mother Mary's card in my mind as well, with the miracles are about to happen for you. Freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is now clear if you want it to be. So I feel this is why you've had to wait, because A, your masculine had to go through their awakening. B, there was something aligning here, something being initiated, some sort of deep cellular healing taking place, but it's all been for your highest and greatest good. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with great faith. So there's a lot coming in here about your path is clear, your path is now ready, something is about to change. Okay, and let's say I will bring more information through on that later, I hope. It says, beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are the qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So this is just a reminder that everything you're accusing your masculine of being, oh, he's a narcissist, he's this, he's that, and the other, they are all reflections of you, because your masculine mirrors you. So all the traits you're picking on your masculine for are reflections of you. They are your shadow. They are all the shadow negative side about yourself. So when you stop criticizing them and actually start seeing the positives in them, it's you also seeing all the positives and all the love inside of you. So it's important to remember that. So, new beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams out passionately. So, new beginning. And my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we're always united, for love transcends all space and time and nothing is missing. So, what a beautiful way to end. And I will be back later with another message, and I look forward to bringing another one through later, where I will tell you a bit more about my meditation. And I do feel a sudden change. 24 to 48 hours. Get ready. Take care, everyone. Namaste.